Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shashikant Patil. I am working as a full professor at Atlas Skilltech University. Along with that, I am also shouldering the responsibility of Director, Center for AIML, and I would like to welcome you to the executive course from Pensar, which is the art and science of negotiation theme is there, and keys to effective resolving conflicts. My topic, my session, my talk will be based on global evaluation of performance in negotiation and conflict resolution. So I would like to take you to the outline of the session. So let us move to the outline of the session. It will start with conflict resolution and negotiation. What is it? The introduction of it. Then what made me motivate to give this talk? And then we'll see the objectives, goals of this session, followed by comprehensive framework for evaluation, different tools, methodologies, mechanism for performance evaluation. Then we'll discuss some case studies which are based on global negotiation performance evaluations. Then implementing a global evaluation system for negotiation and conflict resolution. And what are the different issues and challenges which are associated with negotiation performance evaluations, as well as what are negotiation skills and conflict resolution. And lastly, it will end up with conclusion and key takeaway points or the take home message. So without wasting much more time, I would like to move to the introduction. So conflict management and resolution, these are the very important aspects in negotiation and conflict resolution domain. So what is the importance of this conflict management, how it arises? So if you properly, wisely, constructively, rationally manage the conflict management and issues and resolve it, it will help to build good bond among employees. So as an organization, you need to roll out a good conflict management strategy so that your employees will remain happy throughout the work and their happiness index will improve a lot. Sorry. It helps in providing a better personal life along with your professional job care day-to-day activities. So it enriches the bond with the organization, and it helps in providing the better personal life as well as professional life. It also helps to build an alternative solution to every problem. So there can be many problems. There are many day-to-day problems, many chronic problems, many problems that they don't have solutions. But if you wisely, properly, and strategically manage the conflicts and resolve it, it will give an alternative solution, alternative way to sort out that particular problem. It also eliminates negative consequences and other things. So it helps a lot. So that is why conflict management, negotiation skills, and proper resolution and resolving it in a tactical way helps a lot. So let us move to the learning objectives of this particular session. So the motivation behind this talk is how effectively we can use different parameters, different strategies, different mechanisms to solve, to resolve the conflicts, issues, challenges in the organization or in particular domain. So that motivated me to prepare a talk on this. And let us also elaborate, throw a light on different strategies, different parameters, different assessment schemes, which are performance assessment schemes, which are used at global level, international level, and local level. So keeping all these things in mind, the objectives, the goal, the sole purpose of this presentation is to understand the importance of global evaluation in negotiation. So here we'll explore a comprehensive framework for assessing negotiation skills. So in one of my sessions, I already elaborated on or thrown a light on how negotiation skills are important, how collaborative learning is important. So here we are going to examine assess different types of tools, strategies, assessment methods, assessment mechanisms for performance evaluation. Also, we'd like to touch and analyze real-world case studies of global negotiation and evaluations and assessments. And last objective will be learn how to implement an effective global evaluation system or assessment system so that we can come up with a flying colors, we'll get a better outcomes, we'll get what we can say, we can attain our objective. So let us go through the different types of definition which are available in literature. So our topic is negotiation and conflict resolution. And here my subtopic is global assessment evaluation techniques and performance management systems. So let us get acquainted with what is negotiation. So negotiation is nothing but it is defined as a process, as a mechanism, as a procedure of communication by which two or more persons seek to advance their interests through the joint action. It is a joint venture. It is a peer, what you can say, action. It is a joint or group action. And this definition was floated by Salacuse in 2006 and his colleagues. They have done a substantial research on it and they have defined negotiation. So it is nothing but it is one of the process of communication and that is very important. Communication is the very instrumental, very crucial. It plays a key role in negotiation and solving conflicts and resolving conflicts. Also, negotiation is a process of communicating back and forth to reach a joint decision. You have to mutually take the decision. And this definition was given by Fisher, Urry, and Patel in 1981. So, there are many definitions of negotiations, but these are the some of they are very important and they are very relevant to our negotiation and conflict resolution course. Another is conflict management. So this is very important. This is very crucial. Conflict management is turn or it is defined as a practice to identify incompatibilities and disagreements dealing with them effectively. So you have to find out what are the lacunas, what are the things to be needed, what things are incompatible, where there is a disagreement and you chop out that and you need to find out a plan to get rid of, to sort it out, to deal with them effectively. And this definition was coined by Thomas and Kilman in 1974. So this is nothing but introduction to negotiation and conflict management. So let us move to the importance of conflict resolution. So if you see here, there is a mental and emotional drain here nowadays. So we are very busy, where life is very fast, dynamic, and technology is making us more and more fast. So resolving conflict can be mentally exhausting and emotionally draining. It is crucial to understand that unresolved conflict can have detrimental effects on individuals as well as organizations, and ultimately it will have effect on community, it will have effect on region, geographical area, nation, and ultimately at global level. So there is need of an hour, there is necessity to provide a resolution. So wherever conflict is there, that requires a strategic and concrete resolution, which is neither good for personal well-being nor for the productivity and harmony within a team organization. So there is one way to sort it out, one way to get rid of it, and that is nothing but effective conflict resolution. So what is effective conflict resolution is nothing but it is nothing but implementing effective conflict resolution strategies, methodologies, mechanisms which can lead to improved relationships, improved bonding, enhance enriched productivity, and a positive work environment. There will be no scope for toxic work culture, toxic environment, less pressure will be there, flawless communication will be there, and that is the essence of this conflict resolution and wise conflict management. So if you wisely do your management of conflict resolution. Definitely, there won't be scope for toxic negativity and toxicity. So our session one will be on. So I have divided it is in three sections, not session, section one, sorry. So it is nothing but the understanding conflict resolution. So let us understand what is conflict resolution and we'll go to them. So in line with this, our topic is what importance of global evaluation. So we have seen the definitions of conflict management, resolution, and negotiation. So to improve it, to prosper this area, to have a wise strategies, we need to mm, go through the importance of global evaluation. So what is global evaluation strategy or assessment technique or mechanism or procedure? It because it is very important. If you do it properly, if you have proper assessment tool, it ensures consistent high performance across diverse scenarios, different situations, different scenarios, different toxic conditions. It will help you a lot. It also identifies areas for improvement and skill development. So this is another way where your employees, your individuals, users, they will improve themselves, they will polish their skills, they will enrich their knowledge. Along with that, it also facilitates adaptation to different cultural contexts. So you are working around maybe from diverse background, people from different walks of life will be working there, different geographical areas, they will work together, different languages, different communities. So it will uh, it will serve as a catalyst for that. Then it also enhances, enriches overall negotiation and conflict resolution effectively, and that is very important. It also provides benchmarks, hallmarks, gold standard for professional goals, as well as it will lead to the ultimately lead to the organizational growth also. If individuals are coming with professional growth, and then definitely it will end up with the organizational growth as well as regional, communal, geographical growth, national growth, and international growth at a global level. So, what is comprehensive evaluation framework? So, comprehensive evaluation and assessment framework of performance evaluation is based on four metrics. First is process-based outcome. Second is outcome-based metrics. Third is relationship-based metrics. And fourth one is cultural competence metrics. So, let us see what are the importance of conflict resolution again. So, due to mental and emotional drain, resolving conflict can be mentally exhausting and emotionally draining. So it is crucial to understand unresolved conflict can have detrimental effects on individuals and organizations. So uh, again, we are repeating that there is a strategic need for resolution and effective conflict resolution is needed. So let us go through the process-based matrix, which is the first process-based matrix in our evaluation technique. So here you have to prepare and plan effectiveness. You must have communication clarity, communication channels active, and positive communication channels, and you need to have active listening skills. So everybody here need to have a listening ear. People need to be heard. People need to be respected. People need to be uh, recognized. Individuals need to be appreciated. You need to give some recognition. You need to boost their what we can say self-esteem, and also you have to see to it that problem solving and creative solution generation should be there in your process-based metrics, as well as time management and efficiency. So you need to work on the time management of your people, and ultimately it will help them to work efficiently and productively. Also, you have to see to it that adaptability to changing circumstances. So in different circumstances, situations, how your people, how your individuals, how your employees will work effectively without sheer stress, that you have to see. And you have to make them adaptable to the changing situations and different scenarios or worst case scenarios. So how conflict resolution is evolved? So there are contemporary views, and the two shifting emphasis and evaluation changes. So before discussing how the field of contemporary conflict resolution has evolved. Different views on the subjects are to be considered, and this provides a comprehensive understanding of the changing landscape of conflict resolution. Second point, how it is evolved here is nothing but shifting emphasis. So the literature of negotiation and conflict resolution continue to build on and move away from traditional emphasis on transactions and decision making. So there is need to move from conventional things. This page explores the evolving trends and conflict resolution strategies. Also, evaluation challenges are there. So we are discussing assessment and evaluation. So effective evaluation of the conflict resolution initiative is complicated. So you have to make it flawless. You have to make it simple. You have to consider human-centered, employee-centered, and this highlights the challenge which are associated with evaluating the impact of conflict resolution strategies. So you have to evaluate your strategies and you have to come up with a concrete solution and good solution which will help your employees and which will improve the environment. So second matrix is outcome-based matrix of evaluation. So you have to set your primary goals, secondary goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, and you have to give a scope for achievement. Then you have to create a value and distribution. Then you have to implement success rate. You have to work wisely on long-term sustainability of agreements. Also, you have to see the cost effectiveness of negotiation process, and you have to develop a negotiation skills. And there are different strategies of negotiation skills and acquiring negotiation skills. So you need to provide conflict resolution training to the individuals. So one is graduate education, conflict resolution and negotiation training. Need a graduate education. A mixed approach using didactic and interactive components can equip the individuals, the professional with skills to effectively manage and resolve conflicts. Another aspect is professional development. So individuals have to consider themselves as a lifelong learner. They have to do small things on a daily basis, which can be average, but that will lead to their individual growth, 360-degree growth, and personal grooming. So investing in conflicting resolution training can lead more effective communication, better decision making, informed decision making, and it will give you a more harmonious work environment. Then also you have to see organizational benefits of conflict resolution training. So organizations need to provide a resolution training to their employees, professionals, and individuals and workers because they often experience reduced turnover to have a reduced turnover, improved morale, and better team dynamics. So third aspect is relationship-based metrics. So if you focus on or work on relationship-based metrics in evaluation, so it will develop a trust building, bonding, and maintenance. Then you also have to consider stakeholder satisfaction levels. What is their happiness index? What is their satisfaction ratio? You have to take their peer, you have to take the feedback, future willingness to negotiate, reputation enhancement, network expansion, and strengthening it. So this is relationship-based metrics. So this is another aspect here. Then last one is nothing but which is very important, cultural competence metrics. So here you need to work on adaptation to diverse communication styles. Your communication style should be very flawed, very useful, very concrete, very productive. It should not be create another consequences. You have to understand and respect the cultural norms. You have to you must have ability to bridge cultural gaps as an individual, as an organization, and there you need to bring effectiveness in multicultural teams because people from different communities, different languages, different geographical areas may work, and also you have to focus or work on cultural sensitivity in conflict resolution. Sorry. So this was about conflict resolution. Now you have to see what is our section 2 deals with the power of team negotiation. So when you work as a team in the organization, so individuals need to pay attention to listening, have to respect the opinions of other, to have mutual respect, to have a listening here. So let us see what are the different types of benefits of team building. So it enhances what you can say effectiveness. It improves coordination and collaborations. It explores how team can leverage diverse perspectives and skills to achieve successful negotiation outcomes. It also addresses global issues. So these are the some of the benefits of team negotiation or team spirit. Then there are like if you want to work on international negotiations, so this will give you surprising benefits. International negotiation research highlights the surprising benefits of the conflict negotiating teams, and this explores how conflict within negotiation team can lead to innovative solutions and improved outcomes. So also, if you work on international negotiations, global leadership and negotiation and conflict will play a crucial role in redefining global leadership. It portrays the impact of negotiation strategies on global diplomacy and international relations. Negotiation and conflict resolution degree programs emphasize development of cross-cultural skills, and this is essential for effective negotiation. Now, what are the strategies for effective team negotiation? So first, you have to focus on assessment skills, resolving fault lines, and empowering your teams. And this is very important. And we'll see what is the impact of team negotiation. So it has global impact. It has leadership development. It will nurture new leaders. Reflected in initiatives like Obama Foundation is testament to endure relevance of collaborative negotiation and conflict resolution categories. And third aspect is cross-cultural diplomacy. So if you are managing effective team negotiation with acquiring a concrete negotiation skills, if you train them properly, it plays a pivotal role in cross-cultural diplomacy, fostering understanding, bonding, cooperation across diverse global concepts. So the if you see the global impact of team negotiation, it is nothing but it will help you to resolve global issues, cross-cultural differences, as well as it discusses how collaborative negotiation approaches and it will lead in a positive global outcomes. So we are parallelly working on negotiation, conflict resolution. We have seen so far evaluation metrics. Now, what are the different tools and methods for performance evaluation? So there are four tools, 4 points are here. You can see it. First one is self-assessment techniques. Second one is peer review process. Get it verified from the contemporary experts from your side or your peer learners, your peer fellow colleagues. Then objective third party evaluation is the third aspect, and data driven performance analytics nowadays it is very important that brings AI, machine learning, data science and data visualization, and that will help you to give the informed decisions. Now we'll say self-assessment technique. So our first if we touch so self-assessment techniques. There are some points which are very important. Reflective journaling, personal SWOT analysis. SWOT is nothing but strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. You have to do your self assessment. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And how weaknesses can be converted into strengths. Then you have to see opportunities and the threats. So, threat you have to minimize. Then you have to see work on video review of negotiation sessions, work on it, analyze it, quantify it, and let us learn from the mistakes. Then standardized self-evaluation questionnaires you can load, you can collect it, you can analyze it, and you can see what are the different trends. Another aspect is goal setting and achievement tracking. So you have to set the goals, and to reach that goals or outcomes or targets, you have to do step by step movements, step by step procedure. You have to do step by small efforts to attain the goals. So that also you have to track. If you can track, then you can surely reach to the what your goals you have set. Then third one is peer review process, and that is very important. So we should not always conduct a one-sided feedback. It should be from all the peers, all the stakeholders, and then you should evaluate what is where we are lacking, where we are doing mistakes, and what need to be done. So that will help you to take the decisions. Then you must have collaborative performance discussions in groups, in communities, in seminars, or in some panel discussions. Then you have peer observation and critique sessions. Also, if you can bring mentorship programs with feedback components that will help a lot, and team-based negotiation simulations with peer evaluators that will also bring what you can say efficiency to this process. Then there is objective third-party evaluations. This is also important. You must have, or you can introduce your team to professional negotiation coaches, or you can build independent arbitrators or mediators, and you can also get inputs from academic researchers in negotiation studies and with the experts which are very famous and proven and seasoned experts and with proven skills in negotiation studies, that you can invite them, you can discuss with them, and you can try to find out the solution. Then you have to see to it that industry specific evaluation panels you can organize, you can take their inputs, and last is very important, nowadays everywhere AI is a buzzword, AI powered negotiation analysis tools. If you can incorporate, definitely it will help a lot. Now, we'll come to the impactful strategies for conflict resolution. And along with that, we are also discussing assessment. So this is the last section of your session. So if you have effective resolution strategies, then you have to engage your individuals, professionals in conflict resolution strategies, and train them to deal with the stress and different scenarios, different difficult situations, dynamic situations. So if you want to engage them, your approach should be audience centric, empathy and equity. You have to check there, and educational impact also you have to see. So if you want to have effective negotiation techniques, you have to consider these 3 points. Negotiation as a skill, empower your youth, give them liberty, give them chances, delegate the power, leadership development. So you need to nurture here new leaders which will reflect on initiatives like Obama Foundations, which helps a lot. Then here you have to evaluate conflict resolutions initiatives. So there are various challenges and issues associated with effective evaluation. Then also you have to keep global perspective here, because if you have effective evaluation and assessment mechanisms of conflict resolution initiatives, then you can have global impact, global perspective, because you have to consider the diverse cultural and contextual factors that influence the outcomes of your conflict resolution strategies. Also, your approach should be audience benefiting or as human centric benefiting. This is very important here, data-driven performance analytics. So now everything is related to data, AI, and all that. And if you powered it with data-driven performance analysis or AI-powered tools for performance analysis, definitely it will help a lot. So there are conventional methods, there are traditional methods, but if you use this data-driven approach along with that, it will complement your decisions. It will complement. It can be a second opinion. It will give you informed decisions. It will help you to make a concrete decision. So there are some of the points: quantitative outcome tracking, sentiment analysis, pattern recognition, comparative performance benchmarking, and predictive modeling is also one of the area which can be used for negotiation success and negotiation planning. So these are some of the conflict management case studies: group negotiation, experience performance, and negotiation strategies. So in this case studies, conflict management advice drawn from the negotiation research about forming effective negotiation team. In experience and performance, you have to explore whether the experience improved, deteriorates people's ability, and negotiation strategy is another study which explores conflict strategy affects employee performance in an organization. So these are some of the case studies we need to mention. Another case study here is nothing but international business negotiation. Here scenario is multi-million dollar merger negotiation. The evaluation focuses on cross-cultural communication and value creation, and tools you can use third-party observation, outcome analysis, and stakeholder service, and key findings and lessons you can learn from it. Another case study, diplomatic conflict resolution. Scenario or situation is international TT negotiation. You need to be a skillful negotiator here. You need to ask for certain questions, where to live, whether to agree. So evaluation focus will be on long-term relationship building and compromise strategies. Tool use here can be media analysis, peer diplomat reviews, and long-term outcome tracking, and it will impact on future diplomatic relations. So SWOT analysis is one of the strategy I have already discussed it. So this is the pictorial information. You have to see to it that your weaknesses can be converted into strengths, and you can consider more opportunities and less threats. So if there are less threats, you can positively work on it. If you have some weaknesses, try to overcome them and try to convert it into strengths. Another case study is cross-cultural meditation. So here scenario is resolution of multinational corporate dispute. The focus of evaluation assessment will be on cultural adaptability and creative problem solving, and accordingly you have to frame your assessment tool. You can use participant feedback, resolution sustainability metrics, and cultural competence assessments. These are the important tools. It gives you insight for improving cross-cultural meditation practices. So here you have to implement a global evaluation system. So if you want to properly do the performance appraisal and evaluation and assessment, you have to design a tailored evaluation framework which will consider all aspects, human-centric, which will consider cultural aspects, which will convert geographical aspects. So overcoming a challenge in global performance assessment can be done if you properly implement it, properly develop it, and design it strategically. And there are some continuous improvement strategies are there that you need to implement. So if you want to design a tailored evaluation framework, you have to align metrics with organizational goals and values. You have to also keep in mind, you have to keep it in line with that. Incorporate diverse cultural perspectives. I already told you, you have to have balanced quantitative and qualitative measures. So don't run after quantity, you have to focus on quality. You need to see to it that you are ensuring flexibility for different negotiation contexts. And you also you need to integrate with existing performance management system. So there will be some challenges. So how to overcome it in global assessment techniques or procedures. So you need to address cultural biases in evaluation criteria. You have to ensure consistency and persistentness in across different regions, different geographical areas, different languages, different communities. You have to also manage data privacy, which is very important nowadays, and confidentiality concerns. If you are collecting data, you have to keep it secret. You have to keep it not get leak to some other agencies, or they cannot intrude in your system and steal the data. You have to also balance the standardization with local relevance and navigating language barriers in evaluation process. Also, you have to seek continuous improvement strategies in your evaluation and assessment techniques. Regular review, you have to take update the evaluation criteria, change the assessment tools, change the points, change the metrics, change the rubric. You have to incorporate the emerging negotiation best practices, which are the best practices for you have to visit the literature and see to it that you have to foster a culture of open feedback and learning. Then you have to connect evaluation results to the professional developments, organizational vision, mission, and goals. So with this, we are coming to the end of the session, and the key takeaway points or take home message or conclusion or finding of this session is nothing but global evaluation is crucial for negotiation excellence. If you want to do something, you have to work on the framework of the evaluation assessment procedures. You need to consider all aspect, global aspect, local aspect, geographical aspect, language aspect, community aspects, and you have to come up with a comprehensive framework to ensure holistic assessment, holistic development of the organization. You have to use heterogeneous, diverse tools and methods and metrics to enhance evaluation accuracy. Okay, and you also have to see, compare, benchmark with real world case studies that will provide the valuable insights, and that will help you to design, develop an effective evaluation strategy and assessment tools. And it also helps in implementing an effective system, which requires a careful planning and adaptation. So thank you so much. With this, I am ending my session.